Hello, welcome to my craft table. Here doing the next challenge, which is called Selfie in a Bubble, and it is for dephemerember. I'm getting better at this. With Luise and Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, and I will link them below. And I got up this morning and I was so inspired. I watched Luise's last night before I went to bed because I saw she posted super late. And then this morning I got up and watched Barbara's, and then I also watched my swap partner Meg's over at Chasing Retro, and so I got all kinds of inspiration. I kind of already was thinking what I wanted to use, but I got some inspiration from each person, so I was pretty excited about that because I already knew the image that I wanted to use. So I hope you're joining along. It's hosted by, like I said, Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Luise Heinzel, and you can find the hashtag dephemerember, and you can see everybody who's participating. I will leave people's links below in the description box. And let's get started. So what inspired me when I first saw In a Bubble was this ad for, it's out of an old American Home magazine from 1954. And I thought this lady was awesome, and she's got all her bubbles. So I'm gonna make two tags because I got inspired by Luise and Barbara and to incorporate Effie into this. So I'm going to make one that I can actually use because I'm trying to make ephemera for some books I'm working on, and then also I will have then one to put within my December daily prompt thing. So okay, let's get started. So what I ended up doing was I took this and I made myself a couple of copies on my laser printer, and so I'm going to use her. And then I took the mailing label that we were given at the beginning of the challenge and I shrunk it down to 75% because I want to add Effie in the bubbles. So it will be a Effie selfie because Luise did the Effie selfie, and then I'll put him in the bubbles with the lady, and I used this image because he didn't have a hat on. So we'll see him having some fun in the bubbles in a little bit. So I'm going to set you aside. Okay, some other things that I pulled was that I pulled some of the stuff that Meg sent me, and this was a piece of scrap in there, and I thought this would be cute to use because it kind of reminds me of a little, like a towel. So it kind of reminded me of that, and it's white, very spa-like. And then I have some of this because this was still left out on my table. I pulled from my own stash as a base. I chose the B because I thought for bubbles, and I picked two different sizes because I wasn't sure what I was going to use. These are vintage index card dividers. So I got those. And then, yeah, and I pulled some of the wallpaper that she sent me, you know, to get the whole wallpaper 50s kind of background bathroom feel. And so I have that too to add some layers, and I thought I would use this on the back side to use as, to write on, a writing spot, okay? So let's get started. All right, so first what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this big B, and then I'm going to tear around the wallpaper if it will let me tear it. I'm not really sure because it's kind of vinyl-y, but we shall see. That's awesome. And then let's get her cut out. I'm thinking I need to just fussy cut around the there is that. I think I'm gonna have to cut it off for sure. Okay, so let's do that. Put her here, maybe like so, like that. And then, oh, let me move that one. And what I thought about doing was I'm going to cut Effie out. Okay, let's put him in there. There. He's holding on to her hand so he doesn't drown. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's too cute. Alrighty. Then what I want to do is I want to, let's see, I want to get out the dreaded acetate. No, I'm kidding. It's not dreaded. And what I thought about doing is adding some bubbles in front of them with some alcohol ink. So let's do that. And I'm going to use the piece that, I don't know what happened to the piece I cut away, so let's just use this so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to actually put this underneath so that I don't get it on their face. So this is going to be a little bit of controlled bubbling going on here. Just put a little drop, and I love to watch how this just spreads on the acetate and takes its own little form. And then also what you can do is take another color, and if you kind of get it next to it, it will like meld into the next one, and you get this really cool, almost like an agate effect. But like I said, you just need a teeny tiny drop, because, in fact, that was probably too much, because it will have it, you know, it kind of takes off and spreads. So just a little itty bitty drop goes a long way. I'm thinking I really like, oops, I thought I put the cap on that. I did not. I really like this lighter color. Oops. I'm going to lighten that up a little bit. Let's do one over here by Effie. So I'm just kind of going where now I'm going kind of where the bubbles are. And then I got this blue I could probably add in. Just down here. Just do a little blue here. Problem with it being on this thing, it's like making them not be circles, so I need to now move them out the way, because it was I'm gonna go add another one here and add one next to that one. And I'm going to go back in with this and add a little bit more. Okay. Let's see. It dries relatively quick if you don't put too much on. It has pretty fast drying time. So let's see, I definitely need to add one over here, and let's see, I need to add one right here, but I don't want it to bloom toward her face. So let's see. Well, that did an interesting thing, didn't it? I think I need to add in, I mean, you can get pretty carried away with it. It's fun. Okay, let me go this way. And then let me add in a teeny one right there. And a teeny one over here. Okay, whoops. All right, let's see what happened with that. Yep. I think I'm gonna add one right there. Okay, that's how I'm gonna add my color. Okay, I'm really liking that. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see. Of course, I'm gonna turn around it. But can you see how that, just a really cool effect. I love the, like it looks like an agate in some of them. So, and you can do the drops on top too to lighten up the center if you think it's a little bit dark. Oop. Oh shoot, I thought that was a paper towel and I just put ink on my, ah! Okay, wait. I thought it was a paper towel. I wanted to wipe the tip off, so, because I wanted to add a little light into the middle of that one. Okay, can you see how what that's doing then? It just lightens. If you use a lighter color, it'll lighten up the center and add in the light color. Look at that. Okay. Super cute. Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do is start to glue everything down, and then I'm going to wait a minute to make sure this is fully dry, because knowing me, it won't be. So I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to start gluing. I might put, do I want to layer a little bit of this pink in behind it, get a little more pink going? Yeah, you know, pink can never hurt. Okay, so what I want to do is tear and then let's get this trimmed down. If you make jelly plate paper, a great idea to do with your jelly plate papers is die cut alphas. Use those die cuts. I put a whole sheet in there and I die cut all my I did like a bunch of sheets and just sat one day and took the jelly plate jelly plate papers, and then I ended up, oh, this one would work. This is actually scrap of paper. And then I ended up just die cutting them into letters so that I would have later. I kind of like this blue. Let me see. I'm going to look at this blue. And then I'm going to put maybe the word bubbles on it at the top. Let's see. E. Maybe put it underneath. Looks good. Maybe I might want to give him a little outline. There. Very cute. Okay. Let's get the acetate. Oh wait, before we put the acetate on it, let's flip it over and we'll put the journaling spot on the back. I'm going to do this. And I may ink it a little bit with some Lost Shadow. Okay, and then I'm going to add this in the bottom of that. And I'm going to use this Beacon 3-in-1. Okay. Well, I like that it kind of comes off the side a little bit too. Maybe I'll lower it just a little bit so you can see it adds another layer on the outside. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm thinking this is super cute. Is it just me? Taking a selfie in a bubble bath. Let's put the bubbles on. Oh wait, that's the wrong way because I put bubbles over her face. And let's see, I'm thinking do I want to add something to the top? I think that might be too much. I was thinking about dyeing some of this and making this more like a tag, which I could. Maybe I will. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm not sure. I'm going to see if I can sew across this with my sewing machine. So hang on one second. Okay, so let's poke a hole at the top. And I'm going to dye some at the top. I'm doing cracked pistachio, tumble glass, and salty ocean. So we're going to put some of this on this little silicone mat that I have here. And spritz it. Take this crinkle ribbon, crinkle it up a little bit, and then I'm going to take it and drag it through this. I'm actually going to kind of roll it and get some green at the ends. And then I'm going to let it dry. You know what? I'm going to do the other one too, because I'm going to make another one later off camera. And let's just do that. Use up the rest of the ink on my mat. Okay. And then I will let these dry, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, these are dry. Let's go ahead and put it through our hole. Okay, I'm going to go this way from the back to the front. Open it up. And just put it through here. You know what? I might want to make a big bow. She is lovely. So I think I'm going to take this other piece and just make a nice big fluffy bow at the top for my journal. Like I said, this piece is going to be for me, so I think next time I do the acetate, I'm going to glue it down first so that it won't move. I'll just do a thin bead, wait till it dries, and then, okay, where's the other end? And then, I think that way it won't move. But I have a bubble within a bubbles, thin bubbles. So there. Okay, so there is my indexy, taggy, journaly card, whatever you want to call it. But thank you so much, you guys, for doing this prompt. It was fun. Really challenged me. Effie got in on the fun. And yeah, so have a great day. I hope you try it out. Bye.